Good evening, friends.
Good evening, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. ICA Manoj Lamba welcomes you all in this very special webinar, keeping on a very important and you can say that need of the time topic, that use of technology, use of AI while handling the faceless assessment. Friends, as you are aware that 10 years back, 10 years ago, when our Honorable Prime Minister has seen a dream, and that dream was of e-assessment, which is later on converted into the faceless assessment. When this dream has been taken by the nation in the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, then no one is ready to believe that it can never happen. It can happen in actual world. Everyone is saying that it can never happen. Everything is possible, but faceless assessment, वो भी income tax में can be never possible. But nowadays, you are seeing that it is reality. Everyone is handling faceless assessment, doing the practice of income tax in a faceless manner from last 5 years, my dear friend. It is announced in 2020. Now we are at the end of 2024, near about 5 years has elapsed the introduction of this faceless assessment era. Now everyone is well versed with how this faceless assessment is taking shape of, what kind of assessment the CPC or assessment or assessing officer are framing for. But one thing now we have to learn, we have to understand, we have to learn. If we didn't compete with the technology, we being a tax professional, being a chartered accountant, if didn't compete with this artificial intelligence or a blockchain technology or a machine learning, we are far behind in the practice. We cannot survive in the practice of income tax or GST or any other taxation law without the use of technology, because the technology is reshaping our lives. When it is reshaping our life, the way of doing work is also changing. The way of doing work is also changing. That's why, my dear friends, I have launched this very special webinar, handling faceless assessment using AI, like chat gpt, or you can say that my customized gpt, that is income tax faceless assessment gpt. Everything I will discuss how with the leverage of technology, how the with the use of AI, you can ease your tax assessment practice of tax, and how you can excel your practice of assessment, how you can get expertise as a assessment practitioner. Everything we will discuss. So let's start the discussion. What is happening in this faceless assessment? When this scheme was introduced in 2020, a new section called section 144B has been introduced in the chapter of income tax. So friend, this section 144B deals with the entire game of faceless assessment. Everything which is to be done, everything which is to be followed, everything which is to be managed through this faceless assessment has been mentioned by introducing a very big section, you can say, in the law of income tax, that is section 144B, heading faceless assessment. In this faceless assessment, when this faceless assessment introduced, the income tax portal is entirely revamped, reorganized, because we have to do everything with the help of technology now. we have to do lot of things with the help of technology now. इसलिए सारा इनकम टैक्स पोर्टल बदला गया और नया इनकम टैक्स पोर्टल आया जिसका नाम है incometax.gov.in, incometax.gov.in. And in this portal you can see a tab called e-proceeding tab. Through this e-proceeding tab, the entire faceless assessment has been done by the income tax department. So friends, how with the help of my tool you can excel your practice, you can grow your practice, we will discuss everything in detail. Just I am sharing my screen with you. Be with me. I hope you will able to see my screen where a logo income tax faceless assessment GPD is coming. Gopalji, it is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Income tax faceless assessment GPT, the tagline given to it by me, unseen, unbiased, unmasked. It is really amazing one. Unseen, ऐसा कभी आपने देखा नहीं होगा. Unbiased, हब्जा एक जैसा. Unmatched, कोई कंपैरिजन. कैसे इससे आप अपनी प्रैक्टिस बदल पाएंगे, कैसे इससे टैक्स ऑडिट प्रैक्टिस को एक्सेल कर पाएंगे, कैसे आप फेसलेस असेसमेंट को मोस्ट इफेक्टिवली हैंडल कर पाएंगे. विद द डेमो ऑफ दिस जीपीटी वी विल डिस्कस एवरीथिंग इन डिटेल. तो फ्रेंड्स, बी विद अस, स्टार्ट द गेम. Income tax assessless faceless assessment GPT. Whenever I deliver a talk on faceless assessment and discuss about this faceless GPT, then everybody will ask me a question, sir. What is the difference? What is the difference between chat GPT and your income tax faceless assessment GPT? So my dear friends, I want to you make very, very clear in the beginning itself. In beginning itself, chat GPT is a generalized GPT, which is looking after all open sources available on social media, net, Google, everywhere. It is an open source. Whatever they found with regard to a particular matter, it will analyze, it will research, and then generate automatical reply. The reply generated by chat GPT or any other AI tool is generalized reply. It may be accurate, it may not be accurate. It may be legalized, it may not be legalized, because it is using generalized information to generate the replies. Whereas income tax faceless assessment GPT is a customized GPT in which many of the databases like section 144AB, e-proceeding tab, income tax SOP, and many case laws, many other relevant things with regard to the faceless assessment, like relevant notification, relevant clarification, FAQ, so many things are attached or given to this database. And this customized GPT has been instructed by me, has been instructed by developer to please look into that first. If anything is not found there, then go outside. Getting my point? First, it will look into its own house, in own database, in own library, in its own dictionary. If it is not found anything in it, then it will go beyond that. It will go to the open source. First, it looking at your. जैसे आपके घर में कोई सामान नहीं मिलता तब आप बाजार जाते हैं, तो similarly, first it will find out to the trace out to the answer from its own databases, own resources, own libraries, own dictionaries, own material, own books, everything. Only then. So this is the basic and very, very big difference between a generalized GPT and customized GPT. I hope everybody will get an idea. Next very important thing, when GPT can generate the queries. So why we buy this GPT? Yes, very important again. The answer given by my GPT is more specific one, more accurate one, more reliable one. I'm not saying that it is 100% correct. It is 100% correct. But customized GPT accuracy, correctness, reliableness, accuracy is much more than the generalized GPT. And one thing more I want to tell you, it is all upon you, all upon us practitioners, how to train our faceless assessment GPT. How many queries you ask from this faceless GPT, it will reply your queries. It will reply your doubts. It will provide ready-made solutions to you. It is your virtual assistant. Earlier you have assistant or office staff in your offices, but now you are getting machine assistant, virtual assistant, real-time assistant, instant assistant, imaginator. You can give any name to it, but it can help you in doing your assessment practice. And the way it is doing the work, it is far better than done by your assistant, which is due to the human, due to a natural human being, थक जाएगा, आंसर नहीं कर पाएगा, अपना दिमाग का विस्तार नहीं कर पाएगा. But being a machine assistant, being a virtual assistant, it can never say no to you. Whatever question, whatever query you will ask to it, it will provide proper reply to the same. So for that, second important thing I will told you. Third very important thing, it is all game of prompt or queries. Now the question comes to your one, what is this prompt or queries? The prompt or queries means the question you are putting, the work you are assigning to this GPT to do. How specific you are, how specific your prompt were, more specific reply, more authentic reply, more reliable reply you will get from this face lecture. तो आपके प्रॉम्प्ट पे, आपके क्वेश्चन पे ये डिपेंड करेगा कि आपको जो काम मिलने वाला है, आपको जो आउटपुट मिलने वाली है, आपको जो आंसर मिलने वाला है, वो कितना ऑथेंटिक है, कितना एक्यूरेट है, कितना रिलायबल है, कितना लॉफुल है. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? तो मोर स्पेसिफिक. और वन थिंग मोर आई एम डूइंग, I am providing ready-made GPT, ready-made prompt. I am providing you ready-made prompt with this GPT free of cost. It is the list of prompts prepared by me, the list of standardized prompt prepared by me is getting higher day by day, getting enhanced day by day. Because the people asking more and more queries to this GPT, it is getting trained more and more. So it is all about my GPT. Now, how you can do the practice of assessment through these tools. I am showing you just with me. And yes. Be with me, yes. Just a minute. What you have to do, you have to copy that prompt and to be pushed in your question box, in query box, in prompt box. So first we start with scrutiny assessment. Whenever the National Faceless Assessment Center or JIO, Jurisdictional Assessing Officer, will fix your case for, will pick your case for scrutiny. The department has to issue you a notice that notice is under section 143, subsection 2 of Income Tax Act, telling you there are certain information, there are certain documents, there are certain queries where department wants to inquire you. And by fixing this noting, by issuing this notice, the department will ask you certain queries. So first thing, whenever your case has been fixed for scrutiny under section 143, subsection 2 of Income Tax Act, then question, then hurry in our mind, then doubt in our mind, how to reply, response, how to prepare reply to this notice under section 143, subsection 2 of Income Tax Act, how to give the reply of same. So I have prepared a detailed prompt for the same. My prompt is, sir, what I am asking my income tax faceless assessment GPT to provide me a detailed reply. What I am writing, provide me a detailed reply in response to notice under section 143, subsection 2 of Income Tax Act 1961, dated 6th August 2024, having DIN number so and so, for the assessment year 23-24 relevant to the financial year 22-23 in the case of so and so, having PAN number, to National Faceless Assessment Center, New Delhi, in most impressive legal language. So this is the prompt prepared by me. Now it is I am giving to Income Tax Faceless GPT for preparation of reply. Just see what will happen. When I click on this button, it will start generating reply. It is writing in the letter format to the National Faceless Assessment Center, Income Tax Department, New Delhi. Reply to notice under section 143(2) of Income Tax Act for the assessment year 23-24. Reference, DIN number, date, PAN, name of the assessee, assessment year, financial year. Respected sir, I, holding PAN, hereby submit my response to the notice dated so under section 143, subsection 2 of Income Tax Act for the assessment year 23-24, relevant to the financial year 22-23. At the outset, I wish to convey my full cooperation in facilitating this scrutiny assessment proceeding and committee to providing all necessary detail, clarification, document required for proper conclusion of the assessment. Now, compliance with the notice, background of return filed, document and information submitted. Compliance with the notice. Just a minute. I, holding PAN, hereby submit my response to the notice dated 6th August 2024, issued under section 143 to the Income Tax Act so and so, relevant to the financial year. Compliance with notice, then you are giving the background of return file. The return of assessment year 23-24 was duly filed on so and so dated, acknowledgement number this, total income this, under the head, provide head of income such as salary, capital gain, etc. The return was accompanied by requisite disclosure, including the detail of income deduction and other relevant information as per the provisions of Income Tax Act 1961. Then document and information submitted. In response to notice under section 143(2), I wish to submit that all income and deduction have been correctly and fully disclosed in my return of income. Further, the following supporting document which substantiate the content of my return are enclosed therewith. क्या लगाते हैं हम? Income computation statement, Form 16, 16, 8, 26 applicable, bank statement, proof of investment, audited financial statement wherever applicable, any other relevant document as may required to substantiate an income declaration and deduction claim. Then you are saying that there is no concealment of income. Then you request for specific clarification. Then you are saying that you have submitted your return in strict compliance of income tax and everything is disclosed in it as per applicable laws, notification rules. There is no willful compliance or provision of the law. Further, I respectfully submit that scrutiny has is carried out keeping in the view of principle of natural justice and fairness. I have at the time been complainant taxpayer and have ensured full transparency in disclosing my income and tax liability. Then conclusion and prayer. So whatever you want, whatever you write in this 143 reply, it will give everything to you. It will provide everything to you, my dear friend. सब कुछ मिलेगा, आपको रेडीमेड मिलेगा और विद इन 30 सेकेंड्स मिलेगा, बिफोर 30 सेकेंड मिलेगा. और सपोज आप इस रिप्लाई जो इसने बनाया इससे प्रभावित नहीं हुए, इससे इंप्रेस नहीं हुए, आप चाहते हैं कि मेरे को और डिटेल्ड और इंप्रेसिव और लीगलाइज्ड रिप्लाई मिले, तो लिखिए इसे, बताइए. द रिप्लाई प्रोवाइडेड बाय यू इज सो सिंपल. Please generate for me a detailed, legalized, and impressive reply for section 143, subsection 2 of Income Tax Act 1961. Specified reply. Now, it is preparing again for you detailed reply. Detailed reply, most elaborated one. Now, it is not writing only the document name, it is explaining what document, what information you are providing by attaching this document. So it is a wonderful reply prepared for you. 143 में इसने क्या बात की? कंप्लायंस ऑफ नोटिस अंडर सेक्शन 143(2) की बात की. फाइलिंग ऑफ रिटर्न ऑफ असेसमेंट ईयर 23-24 बताया गया, ऑलरेडी फिल्ड है और जो कुछ दिखाया गया है एक्यूरेट है. रिटर्न की सपोर्ट में जो डॉक्यूमेंट आप देना चाहते हैं वो उसने बताया, मैं क्या क्या दे रहा हूँ. इनकम कंप्यूटेशन दे रहा हूँ, डिटेल्ड वर्किंग शीट दे रहा हूँ, फॉर्म 16 दे रहा हूँ, 16A दे रहा हूँ, फॉर्म 26A रिकंसिलिएशन स्टेटमेंट आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग यू. बैंक स्टेटमेंट एंड ट्रांजैक्शन रिकॉर्ड एक्सप्लेनिंग ईच एंड एवरी एंट्री आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग यू. इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड डिडक्शन प्रूफ आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग यू. Capital gain computation, if applicable, is providing you. Audit report under section 44AB, if applicable in your case, is also enclosed with this reply. Then you are stating that all the facts are truly and fully disclosed. Nothing is expressed in that. It is all in adherence with judicial precedents. And now I request you, in the interest of natural justice, please do the fair scrutiny and request for reasonable opportunity of being heard. मांगो आप कुछ, लेकिन जो मांगोगे हम देंगे, लेकिन समय देना. Then conclusion for prayer. In last, you are telling you what are the enclosures, what documents you are attaching. So in that way, you can prepare a detailed replies to your queries. So first, it is in response to notice under section 143, subsection 2. Now I am moving towards another prompt. After 143, a detailed questionnaire is issued under section 142.1. 142.1. And what will happen in 142.1? What happened in 142.1? It will ask you to provide detail on certain point, and that section is called inquiry before assessment. When department has framed the mind, department has decided that this case has to be done in scrutiny, then it requires further information, further document, further inquiries. And for that, the law prescribed a very important section, and that section is power to call information under section 142, subsection 1, and that tagline of this section is inquiry before assessment. So here I am drafting for you the reply to the notice under section 142.1. Draft a detailed reply for adjournment of hearing date due to your non-availability on hearing date out of station with strong case law in response to section 142(1). अब मैं यहाँ पे पहले क्या कह रहा हूँ, 142(1) का नोटिस है तो जनरली हम कभी ना कभी बिजी होते हैं। हम कहते हैं कि हमारा टैक्स ऑडिट सीजन चल रहा है, हम रिटर्न्स में बिजी हैं, हम ऑडिट में बिजी हैं, हम असेसमेंट में बिजी हैं, हम एक्चुअल डेट पे हियरिंग पे नहीं आ सकते। तो यू वांट ए adjournment, you want adjournment of hearing date due to your non-availability on the hearing date, or you are out of station, and you want a detailed reply for that to be submitted to the National Faceless Assessment Center. So how reply for adjournment is to be made? Just click on that. It will start preparing for that. Request for adjournment of hearing date, response to notice under section 142(1), reference unavailability due to the unavoidable circumstances, willingness to cooperate and participate in the proceeding, legal precedent with supporting adjournment request, then decisions in your favor, certain judgments, request for adjournment, conclusion and prayer. And see the language, see the quality of drafting it is preparing for you. I am reading this adjournment letter. First, it's given the particular of assessee and assessing officer. Then it is writing that I, son of so and so, residing at so and so place, bearing the permanent account number, humbly submit the application seeking adjournment for hearing scheduled on 6th August 2024 under section 142 of section 1 of the Income Tax Act 2061 for the assessment year 23-24 for regions beyond my control. At the outset, I wish to express my full cooperation and intend to comply with the scrutiny proceeding initiated under section 142 subsection 1 of the Act. However, due to unavoidable personal reasons, I am unable to present on the scheduled hearing date as I will out of station, date of return so and so, due to pre-planned and intentional engagement. Unavailability due to the unavoidable circumstances, then it explained. Then it explained the willingness to cooperate and participate in the proceeding. Then it has provided some judgment. It has given 3 judgment with the and one judgment it is provided Rajan Barma, the Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax. Then another judgment it provide us Jayanti Lal B. Shah versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. Then K.S. Mohammed Salim versus Commissioner of Income Tax. 3 judgment it has provided to you. Legal precedent 3 judgment it has been provided to you, my dear friend. Then request for adjournment is given here. Then conclusion and prayer. So it is all about the letter. It is all about the judgment. It is all about the case. Everything is there. So it is providing. But one thing you have to ensure, being a tax practitioner, being a chartered accountant, being a counsel, whatever judgment provided by the income tax faceless assessment GPT, you have to check, you have to assure whether judgment is relating to the matter you are quoting for, the matter you are writing a letter, writing a request. It may be wrong, it may be correct, but being a tax professional, you have to check. Just go to the Google, put the case name, and check to what matter this case law is. Or if the case law provided by it is not correct or not relevant or not suitable, or you want someone more authentic one, then ask it to include some more case laws, removing that, or in addition to that, everything it will be provided. So I will give you, please add 2 more judgment in this letter. 2 जजमेंट और ऐड करने को कह रहे हैं। देखिए सर क्या करेगा। Earlier it has provided 3 judgment. Now you can see it has provided 2 more. Bajaj Universal Trade Links Private Limited versus ACIT and Mahindra Limited versus DCIT. तो here 5 judgment it has provided. और अगर आपका 5 से भी गुजारा नहीं चल रहा तो please add 5 more. 5 और कहिए. देखिए सर, it is your machine assistant, it is your virtual assistant. Then request for order. Now it has provided 10 judgments to you in just 10 seconds. Getting my point? और क्या आपका वर्चुअल असिस्टेंट, सॉरी, आपका जो ऑफिस का असिस्टेंट है या एम्प्लॉय है या ट्रेनी है वो आपके साथ इस पोजीशन में था कि इतना डिटेल्ड रिप्लाई आपको दे पाए? और ये आपके लिए फेसलेस असेसमेंट जीपीटी कर रही है और रिलायबिलिटी के साथ कर रही है. आई एम गिविंग यू द एग्जैक्ट डेमो ऑफ दिस. आई एम गिविंग यू द एग्जैक्ट डेमो ऑफ दिस. मूविंग फर्दर सर. Now you want to write a adjournment letter because you want to write that the information desired by AO is voluminous and it has to be collected from various sources, so you require much more time. So ask him to provide this. It will provide the detail of this. On every matter, it will ready to help you. On every matter, it will be ready to help you. What a magic it is. 10 judgment again it has given to you. 10 judgment. Legal precedent supporting adjournment due to documentation preparation. Earlier, it provided 10 judgment to you with regard to non-availability on the hearing date. Now it is providing 10 more judgment to you just in 10 seconds with regard to you require much more time. You require more time to prepare or collect the documents from various sources. Now another prompt I am giving you. I am again telling you it is the game of prompt. How proper your prompt is, how effective reply you are going to get it. Now, if you want adjournment on medical grounds, again, ask him to prepare the same. Detailed reply again. Medical ground for adjournment. Commitment to compliance. Then it is adding a paragraph. Then legal precedents supporting adjournment due to the medical reasons. Again, it is adding so many judgments. on medical grounds. Reply is ready. Then it is also asking you to write in enclosure list medical certificate from the doctor and prescription and medical report if any is there. So how detailed reply, how wonderful reply it is preparing for you for every matter with proper judgment. Now moving further, sir. Now you want adjournment because your counsel is busy in return filing or some other work. Then ask him to prepare. I am giving the prompt and it is preparing for me. It is preparing in such a detailed manner. और ये नहीं जानता कि रुकना है, जितनी बार कहेंगे आप बनाता जाएगा. It is a magic of technology. This is happening in the real world now. स्पीड देखिए आप इसकी. Getting my point? Such a detailed reply it is preparing for you. Next prompt I am giving to it. As you are aware, in facial assessment, all the work related to the assessment, all the hearing are done in faceless manner. But in exceptional circumstances, in special circumstances, if you want to tell something by availing the oral opportunity of oral hearing, then you have to write your assessment center for the same. And this letter has to be written very specifically. So in this, through this prompt, I want to show that how this letter of opportunity for availing the oral hearing is to be written in written. So here prompt is given and it will start writing letter for me in oral hearing. मैं पढ़ के भी दिखाऊंगा आपको. देखिए कितना डिटेल्ड लेटर है, मैं अभी आपको सारा पढ़ के सुनाने हूँ. सिर्फ ओरल हियरिंग की अपॉर्चुनिटी लिखने के लिए इसने लेटर लिखा. पहले एड्रेस किया जिसको करना है, सब्जेक्ट में लिखा रिक्वेस्ट फॉर ओरल हियरिंग वाया वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग इन इंटरेस्ट ऑफ नेचुरल जस्टिस in response to notice under section 142 Subsection 1 of Income Tax Act. Then DIN number, date of hearing, PAN number, assessee name, assessment year, financial year is to be given. Respected. I, son of so and so, being permanent, submit the application seeking an oral hearing through video conferencing in connection with the notice under section 142(1) of Income Tax Act 1961 for the assessment year 23-24. I fully appreciate and respect the objective of faceless assessment scheme under the Income Tax Act. I believe that in the interest of natural justice and given the complexity of my case, an oral hearing via video conferencing is essential to ensure my submission are fully and accurately understood. I seek to avail the facility of oral hearing under Rule 12 of Income Tax Faceless Assessment Scheme 19, which provides such hearing through video conferencing. The fact and circumstances of my case, as such, in person explanation is necessary to clarify various interesting issues regarding my financial transaction, documentation, and position taken for the assessment year 23-24. A purely written submission may not adequately convey the nonsenses of my case, and there may a need of simultaneous clarification or explanation during the assessment process. I therefore request an oral hearing through video conferencing to address any concern or queries that your office may have in real time. Then it is talking about principle of natural justice. It is well established that principle of odi alteram patum, the right of being heard, is a concern of natural justice. The honorable courts have consistently held denial of opportunity to present one of case orally, especially in the complex cases, would constitute a violation of natural justice. The following case was strongly support this principle, and it is all about the judgment it is putting for the oral in support of your oral hearing through video conferencing. Five judgment it has put here. Then justification of oral hearing it is giving. In my case, the following aspect necessitate following hearing. Complexity of financial transaction. I am telling you, my financial transactions are so complex. I have dealt in financial institution including security, real estate, other income sources, which required clear full explanation and clarification. These transactions, though supported by document, involve interstate financial detail that may need oral explanation to avoid misinterpretation. Then I have claimed certain reduction and exemption of Income Tax Act under Section 80C, 80D, 54, 54F, 54 like that, which involve complex facts. Then discrepancy in TDS record, which I want to explain personally, and clarification of submitted evidence. I can want to explain that in the oral meeting. So legal entitlement for oral hearings through video conferencing is my statutory right provided under the Income Tax Faceless Assessment Scheme 2019, and that's why I am request for video conferencing. Conclusion and prayer. Then you are faithfully and list of any supporting document if you have you are attaching with that. So such a detailed reply it can prepare for you just in 10 seconds. Another prompt I am giving. Again, I am telling you it is all the prompt game. Prompt game है और prompt game पे ही सारी बात बनने वाली. अब here what I have done, I am first putting the prompt here. In prompt, I am writing draft a detailed reply to show cause notice now. Draft a detailed reply in response to show cause notice along with the draft assessment order, making certain addition on account of capital gain. Whereas agriculture land is not a capital asset, with a request to drop the idea of proposed addition in interest of natural justice. Agriculture land पे capital gain लगाने की बात हो रही है. Supporting with strong case law and detailed reasoning. Actual hearing date is so and so, DIN number is so and so, assessment number is so and so, assessee name is so on. And this reply is to be made to the National Faceless Assessment Center in most impressive legal language and detailed manner. I click on that, it will start preparing for me. Just wait. Reply to show cause notice. इतना टाइम तो सर आपको टाइप करने में भी नहीं लगता था. टाइप भी करें तब भी 1 घंटा एक लेटर को लग जाता था. और हर चीज जहां बोल्ड करना है बोल्ड कर रहा है, जहां हाईलाइट करना है हाईलाइट कर रहा है, आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। जहां जजमेंट डालनी है जजमेंट डाल रहा है। Then application of law to my case, principle of natural justice request. अब जो ये जवाब इसने बनाया सर, मैं इससे सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हूं। आई एम अगेन राइट इट। प्लीज rewrite the entire above reply once again, but in most elaborated manner with legal backing and reasoning, and add five more judgment supporting assessee on this issue। और मैंने इस पर क्लिक किया सर। एक आध डिटेल्ड मैनर में लिख। अब देखिए सर कितना डिटेल्ड ये लिखता है। देखिए हर चीज डिटेल्ड होती जाएगी। लीगल डेफिनेशन ऑफ कैपिटल एसेट बताई इसने। और एग्रीकल्चर लैंड क्यों नहीं आती, 10,000 वाली बात है। फैक्ट ऑफ द केस क्या है, एग्रीकल्चर लैंड इन रियल रूरल एरिया है, एग्रीकल्चर पर्पस के लिए यूज हो रही है। स्टैट्यूटरी एग्जेम्पशन फ्रॉम कैपिटल गेन है। अब जुडिशियस प्रोनाउंसमेंट सर, 10 जजमेंट इट इज गिवन। 10 different judgment। देन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ लॉ एंड फैक्ट टू द प्रेजेंट केस कैसे होगा। प्रिंसिपल ऑफ नेचुरल जस्टिस क्या कहता है। थक गया, हर कंटिन्यू जनरेटिंग पे क्लिक कर दीजिए। जैसे ही आप कंटिन्यू जनरेटिंग पे क्लिक करेंगे, जहां ये रुका था, सांस लिया था, वहीं से ये दोबारा स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। So it is such a detailed elaboration. What documents you are requiring? Land revenue record, copy of sale deed, map showing distance from municipal limit, caste community certificate if applicable, any other relevant documentation. Everything it is elaborated in a detailed manner. It is a virtual assistant tool. अब मैं क्या कहता हूँ सर, जो आपने 10 जजमेंट दी हैं, प्लीज मेंशन एवरी जजमेंट इन elaborated manner। हर जजमेंट को एलोबरेटेड मैनर में बताइए सर। आई एम टेलिंग यू। देखिए देखिए हर सब जजमेंट अब इसने डिटेल्ड में देने शुरू कर दिया सर। एवरी जजमेंट इज गिविंग डिटेल नाउ। और अगर आप इसके बाद कहते हैं कि और डिटेल कर दो, ये और डिटेल कर देगा सर। कोई परेशानी नहीं है ऐसे किसी तरह। और इस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजी जब दुनिया में आ चुकी है और भारत इसे यूज कर रहा है, इंडिया यूजिंग इट, अगर आप इसे यूज नहीं करेंगे तो यकीन मानिए हम लोग बहुत पीछे रह। प्लीज स्टार्ट यूजिंग इट so that we can compete, we can fight with technology. And by using this technology as a friend rather than as our competitor or our eliminator, please make a compromise with the technology and start using it. And please be sure this technology is really a best friend to you. If you want to excel in life, पहले कहते थे ना परमात्मा का हाथ ले लो, आज के टाइम में टेक्नोलॉजी का साथ ले लो। टेक्नोलॉजी ही आपके पास परमात्मा की तरह खड़ी है सर, और आपको कहीं से कहीं ले जा सकती है। सही मायने में इसका प्रयोग करना आपको आना चाहिए। तो फ्रेंड्स, तो ये मैंने आपको दिखाया कि अगर आपकी एसेट कैपिटल एसेट नहीं है, एग्रीकल्चरल एसेट पे आपको कैपिटल गेन लगाया जा रहा है, आपका केस सिक्योरिटी में लग गया है, शो कॉज नोटिस आया है, जवाब देना है, तो कितना डिटेल्ड रिप्लाई ये आपके लिए बना रहा है। मूविंग फर्दर सर। Now, suppose now a detailed question. As you well aware that whenever your case is picked up for scrutiny, department generally issue a questionnaire, a question paper to you, and ask to provide you the certain document, certain information, answer to certain question, and you have to reply this questionnaire in reference to this notice under section 142(1). If you have to prepare reply to the questionnaire, how this reply is to be prepared with the help of GPT, please see. Here prompt number 8. Now what it is doing? It is giving two type of responses. कंपैरिजन के लिए और मैजिक देखिए, न्यू वर्जन, वी आर गिविंग फीडबैक ऑन न्यू वर्जन ऑफ चैट जीपीटी। देखिए आपके लिए दो आंसर ये साइमल्टेनियसली बना रहा है सर, और कितने डिटेल बना रहा है, और दोनों में है जो आपको पसंद आए ये आपसे पूछेगा कौन सा लिख दूं भैया आपके लिए। अभी आपको दिखाते। और आपको लगा सर, आप इससे पूछ रहे हैं कि आपको दो रिस्पॉन्स दे दिए हैं, आपको कौन सा अच्छा लग रहा है? और सर मैं इसे कहता हूं कि मेरे को पहले वाला अच्छा लगा सर, आई प्रेफर दिस रिस्पॉन्स। अगेन सर, दोबारा से दे दिया मैंने, कनेक्शन डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था सर। देखिए सर, in such a detailed manner it is preparing reply for you, such a detailed manner, देखिए सर। प्लीज सी हाउ डिटेल्ड रिप्लाई टू दिस क्वेश्चन। और एक चीज और है, इसने एक जर्नलाइज्ड ये आपके लिए तैयार किया है, और उसको आपको जो क्वेश्चनर आया है उसका आप स्पेसिफिक रिप्लाई तैयार करना चाहते हैं, तो अटैच द क्वेश्चनर हियर, upload from computer, download the notice in your computer, desktop, laptop, whatever you are using, attach from your laptop, attach a file here। और आप पाए यहाँ पे करने के बाद, जैसे मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, जस्ट ए मिनट, हम आपको दिखाते हैं कुछ मास्टर फोल्डर। यहाँ पे मैंने इसका रिप्लाई एक बना हुआ है, ये अटैच कर दिया सर। 142 का सिंपल रिप्लाई जो मैंने बनाया हुआ वो ऐड कर दिया। प्लीज रिफाइन the reply in attached file and write it again for me in most detailed, elaborated, legalized and impressive manner। देखिए सर, मैंने फाइल दे दी, इस तरह आप नोटिस अटैच कर सकते हैं। नोटिस अटैच करके उस नोटिस का स्पेसिफिक रिप्लाई इससे चाह सकते हैं सर, आपको मिलेगा जवाब। देखिए सर, एवरीथिंग इज filling itself, PAN number, DIN number, assessment year, notice date, hearing date, SSC name, figures, automatically it is figuring out everything and writing it again for me। सच ए वंडरफुल रिप्लाई। कुछ भी कर सकते हैं सर, आप इसके साथ अटैच लगा दीजिए, कुछ केस ला दे दीजिए, केस ला अगर आपके पास ऑलरेडी है पूरे केस ला दे दीजिए, कहो कि समरी करके लगा दे, समरी करके लगा देगा, कुछ नहीं है तो फाइंड आउट कर लेगा, कम किए हैं तो सुटेबल कर लेगा, गलत कर रहा है तो ठीक कर लेगा। ये आपका वर्चुअल असिस्टेंट है सर, जैसे आप कहोगे वैसे करेगा। सर ये मैंने आपको दिखाया क्वेश्चन का जवाब कैसे देना है। नाउ आई एम, my client want to appoint me as a authorized representative to appear before the income tax department, and you want a performer of power of attorney for yourself, so I ask him to prepare power of attorney for me। पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी क्या बना पाएगा सर? देखिए, देखिए सर, कितनी बढ़िया पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी आपके लिए बना रहा है। मेरा नाम अपने आप फिल कर दिया है, किस साल के लिए अपने आप फिल कर दिया है। देखिए क्या अथॉरिटी ग्रांटेड की गई है, मेरे को सारा कुछ लिख रहा है, क्या क्या मेरी पावर है, सारी पावर सर इसने बता दी। अडमिनिटी क्या है, रेवोकेशन कैसे हो सकती है, डिक्लेरेशन कैसे करता हूं, और फिर भी आपको पसंद नहीं आया, मैं ये कहता हूं प्लीज provide one more detailed and legalized one. एक और बनाने को कह दिया, वैसे ही कह दी चेक करने के लिए क्वालिटी। देखिए सर, क्या क्या पावर दी जा रही है मेरे। अथॉरिटी टू रिप्रेजेंट इन फेसलेस असेसमेंट प्रोसीडिंग्स, authority to assess and submit information, authority to respond notices, queries, show cause notices, personal hearing and oral submissions, handling draft and final assessment orders. देखिए सर, इतनी डिटेल्ड पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी सर कभी आपने बनाई, और विद इन 10-15 सेकेंड इट इज रेडी टू फॉर यूज, इट इज रेडी फॉर यूज। मैगी बनने से पहले आपकी पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी बन रही है सर, मैगी बनने से पहले आपके लीगल रिप्लाई बन रहे हैं सर। इससे ज्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी को कैसे यूज करोगे अभी वो भी बताऊंगा सर। अब आगे चलिए और क्या कर सकते हैं, पहले तो मैं सब कुछ दिखा दूं आपको कि क्या क्या आप बना सकते हैं। देन आप रिवोक करना चाहते हैं, आपके सीए साहब की अपॉइंटमेंट कर दी थी, नाउ यू वांट टू रिवोक द पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी। रेवोकेशन कैसे होगी, तो मैं से कहता हूँ रिवोक रेवोकेशन कीजिए। पहले अपॉइंटमेंट की, अब रेवोकेशन करो। लेटर ऑफ रेवोकेशन ऑफ पावर अथॉरिटी, रिवोक कर रहे हो आप, लेटर लिख रहे हो कि पहले से ये सब अपॉइंट किए थे, अब रिवोक कर रहा हूं। देखिए सर, कितनी डिटेल्ड रेवोकेशन लेटर है अगेन। रेवोकेशन किस लिए हो रही है, रेवोकेशन की अथॉरिटी कौन है, अजम्पशन ऑफ डेट कंट्रोल क्या है मिलेगा, रिक्वेस्ट फॉर एक्नॉलेजमेंट की बात हो रही है, कमीशन ऑफ पेंडिंग डॉक्यूमेंट एंड क्लैरिफिकेशन की बात हो रही है, इफेक्टिव डेट की बात हो रही है, कंफर्मेशन ऑफ कंप्लायंस की बात हो रही है। तो एवरी टास्क विच यू हैव रिक्वायर्ड टू डन इन फेसलेस असेसमेंट कैन बी डन थ्रू दिस इनकम टैक्स फेसलेस असेसमेंट जीपीटी। इसके थ्रू आप सब कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। कुछ चीजें और दिखाऊंगा सर, रेवोकेशन दिखा दी, अब मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा सर। मैं कह रहा हूं कि मेरा 50C का मामला है, और डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ वैल्यूएशन के लिए, डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ ट्रू वैल्यू ऑफ इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी के लिए मेरा केस डीवीओ को, डिपार्टमेंट वैल्यूएशन ऑफिसर को रेफर किया जाए। इसके लिए लेटर मेरे को तैयार कर, आई एम आस्किंग माई जीपी टू प्रिपेयर ए डिटेल्ड लेटर ऑफ ए केस to department valuation officer of valuation of immovable property for determination of true market value of property under section 50C in most detailed and legal appropriate manner for the assessment year 23-24। और देखिए क्या करता है सर, ये हर रिप्लाई सर आपके लिए बनाने को तैयार है। फुल एड्रेस लिख रहा है, सब्जेक्ट लिख रहा है, बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द केस लिख रहा है, डिटेल ऑफ ट्रांजेक्शन लिख रहा है, एप्लीकेशन ऑफ 50C के बारे में बता रहा है। इतना तो सर हम अपना दिमाग लगा के नहीं बनाते थे। रीजन फॉर डिस्प्यूटिंग स्टाम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यूएशन क्या है, डिस्ट्रेस सेल होती है, डिफरेंस इन मार्केट कंडीशंस हो सकता है, डिफरेंस इन फिजिकल एंड लीगल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी हो सकता है, रिक्वेस्ट फॉर रेफरल टू डिपार्टमेंट वैल्यूएशन ऑफिसर आप कर सकते हो। डॉक्यूमेंट क्या सबमिट कर रहे हो, सेल डीड, स्टाम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यूएशन सर्टिफिकेट, कैपिटल गेन कंप्यूटेशन, प्रॉपर्टी रिलेटेड डॉक्यूमेंट, एवरीथिंग यू आर गिविंग टू इट। देखिए सर कितनी डिटेल्ड रिप्लाई फिर आपके लिए, और फिर संतुष्ट नहीं है आप, राइट इट वंस अगेन इन मोस्ट elaborated एंड लीगलाइज्ड मैनर। दोबारा पसंद नहीं आया तो दोबारा ऑर्डर मारो साथ ही, जैसे ही दोबारा ऑर्डर आप करेंगे तो जस्ट इन अगेन 10 सेकेंड इट विल प्रोवाइड यू अनदर रिप्लाई। देखिए सर हर चीज कितनी डिटेल्ड करती है सर, इतने डिटेल्ड राइटर मेरे को तो लगता है मैंने कभी नहीं लिखे सर। और जितना आज टेक्नोलॉजी दे रही है और कितने कम समय में दे रही है, जस्ट एक क्लिक ऑफ माउस दे रही है, वो आपके सामने है सर। और जितनी बार पसंद नहीं आ रहा उतनी बार वापसी है सर, उतनी बार कहो आप अलग कर दो, ये आपको मना करने वाला है ही नहीं सर। ओके सर, रेडी रेडी। देखिए और इंस्ट्रक्शन तक दे रहा है, इंश्योर दैट ऑल डॉक्यूमेंट मेंशन इन द लेटर आर करेक्टली अटैच्ड, चेक कर लीजिए, सबमिट दिस लेटर थ्रू ई फाइलिंग पोर्टल ऑफ इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट एंड हैंड इट टू द नेशनल फेस असेसमेंट वाया ईमेल, कीप ए रिकॉर्ड ऑफ सबमिशन फॉर फ्यूचर रेफरेंस। तो वट एवर यू आर राइटिंग इट इज डूइंग फॉर यू। तो 50C में वैल्यूएशन ऑफिसर अपॉइंट करने का लेटर भी मैंने आपका बना दिया। अब आपको पता है कि आजकल जमाना है सर 148 का। 148 एक ऐसा हॉट मुद्दा है जहां पर बाजार हमेशा ही गर्म रहता है। सरकार हर 3 साल बाद पहले इसको पूरा चेंज किया था, और अब आपने देखा इस बजट में फिर चेंज कर दिया है। और ना पहले इस पे डिस्प्यूट कम थे, ना बाद में डिस्प्यूट कम हुए, और ना अब डिस्प्यूट कम हो रहे। इतना हॉट मुद्दा है ये कि ये बाजार तो गर्म ही रहने वाला है। गेटिंग माई पॉइंट। तो अब कुछ ऐसे मुद्दों पर 148 के रिगार्डिंग क्या रिप्लाई देने हैं, कैसे करने हैं, क्या ये कर पाएगा कि नहीं कर पाएगा, मैं आपको दिखाता हूं। नाउ फर्स्ट रीजन आजकल के डेट में डिमोनेटाइजेशन के बाद सबसे ज्यादा ये हो गया है कि आपका सबसे पहले 148 इस बेस पे कर लिया जाता है कि आपके बैंक में ह्यूज कैश डिपॉजिट है या ह्यूज कैश विड्रॉल है, उसे अनएक्सप्लेन्ड मानते हुए भी आपने रिटर्न में नहीं दिखाया या फुली एक्सप्लेन नहीं है, डिपार्टमेंट आपका एस्केप असेसमेंट का केस फिक्स कर लेता है, 148 करता है। तो उसकी रिप्लाई आपने देनी है, तो कैसे देंगे, यहाँ पे मैं पेस्ट कर रहा हूँ सर। अगेन पुराने वाला हो गया, नए वाला करेंगे सर। नाउ आई एम आस्किंग इट टू प्रिपेयर a detailed reply, draft a detailed reply in most elaborated manner for reopening of assessment under section 148 of the Income Tax Act on the ground of unexplained cash deposit or cash withdrawal from bank legally appropriate manner 23 with relevant 9020 in national face with help of at least 10 के laws favoring SSC in elaborated manner. Unexplained cash deposit and cash withdrawal. देखिए सर, now let's start crafting for you. Address to subject is ready, letter is ready. Legality of reopening reassessment. Requirement of tangible material and reason to believe. Explaining cash deposit and withdrawals. Cash deposit and withdrawal in the course of business. Again, you are telling you. Explain sources of cash deposit. You are saying that it is business sale and receipt, advance from clients, repayment of loan previously given, and personal saving and household cash, no material to establish escapement of income, absence of independent inquiry, presumption against the SSC is unfounded, reopening based on the third party information is invalid, proportionately of cash deposit in relation to business turnover, natural justice and procedural lapses, then conclusion, then continue generating. Getting my mind? अब मैं कहता हूँ इस जवाब को कम से कम 15 पेज का जवाब होगा. प्लीज convert the above reply into at least 20 pages reply. 20 पेज का रिप्लाई बना के दे भैया. इससे कम मेरे को जस्ता नहीं. आईटीओ को भी पढ़ने में जोर लगे. It start generating for you. जीपीटी है. देखिए सर, रीजन टू बिलोव, कल्विनेटर ऑफ इंडिया, you know very well this judgment. Principle of natural justice and reopening of assessment. JK and drive shaft it is mentioning here. Cash deposit and withdrawal in context of business operation. Everything it is explaining now in a detailed manner. For that, the reply ends with 20 pages. The owner and proof and role of Section 68 in cash deposit. Then ask, it stops, continue generating. Invalidity or reopening based on third party information. Cash deposit are past of personal saving. Violation of principal procedural requirement for reopening. Request for dropping reopening proceeding. Such a detailed reply it has prepared for you, or how fast it generates for you. कैश डिपॉजिट का रिप्लाई आपका रेडी है. अगेन एक और बड़ा ज्वलंत मुद्दा रहता है कि अनएक्सप्लेन्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट इन इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी. आपके ने जो इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी में इन्वेस्टमेंट की है वो अनएक्सप्लेन्ड है, इसलिए आपका केस 148 किया जा रहा है. आपको इसका रिप्लाई तैयार करना है तो कैसे होगा, ये भी मैं आपको तैयार करके दिखा रहा हूं. देखिए सर, कुछ बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। अगर आपका प्रॉम्प्ट प्रॉपर है तो आपके लिए रेडीमेड रिप्लाई डिटेल्ड मैनर में, इंप्रेसिव मैनर में तैयार मिलेगा सर। देखिए सर, सच डिटेल्ड रिप्लाई with regard to the unexplained investment in immovable property। और अगर नहीं लग रहा है कि छोटा है, कम है, समराइज होना चाहिए, बड़ा ज्यादा है, जो आप इसे कहोगे वैसा ये कर देगा। केस लॉ और चाहिए, केस लॉ हटाने हैं, छोटा करना है, बड़ा करना है, ये हटाना है, ये बात और इंक्लूड करनी है, ये अटैचमेंट करनी है, इस नोटिस का स्पेसिफिक रिप्लाई देना है, एवरीथिंग इज रेडी टू यू। बट it is all again a prompt game. How proper prompt you are giving to it, it will give much better reply to you। Getting my point? तो prompt में आपको स्टैंडर्डाइज सारे देने वाला। सर उसके बाद चलिए, नो केस ऑफ बोगस सेल्स सर। 148 on the basis of bogus sales, prepare a detailed reply for same bogus sales sir। It is regarding bogus sales। तो फ्रेंड्स, it is the detailed reply on bogus sale notice sir, just in 10 सेकंड अगेन डिटेल्ड। और अगर आप भी आप सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है फिर कीजिए, फिर कर देगा। Similarly, with regard to fixing of case on the basis of information from third parties. Information of third parties, your case has been fixed for 148. Ask it to prepare the reply. I am giving here and asking it to prepare the same. देखिए सर, again every time it will prepare a detailed reply for you. I think link has been dropped. I am clicking on continue generating. I start continuing. How detailed reply it was. Everything right in detailed manner. वो बातें भी लिख रहा है जो आप मैनुअली कभी सोच नहीं सकते थे. देखिए कितना डिटेल्ड रिप्लाई और कितना जल्दी आपके लिए तैयार है, और हर मैटर की इंफॉर्मेशन, हर मैटर के केस क्लास पे रेडी है सर. अगेन अनएक्सप्लेन्ड फॉरेन ट्रैवल एक्सपेंडिचर. अनएक्सप्लेन्ड फॉरेन ट्रैवल एक्सपेंडिचर अभी के जवाब में आपको बता के जाऊंगा ताकि आपको पता रहे कि किस तरह से इस फेसलेस असेसमेंट जीपीटी को आप यूज कर कर अपनी प्रैक्टिस को ईज कर सकते हैं, एक्सेल कर सकते हैं. और ये अभी बीटा वर्जन है सर. इस बीटा वर्जन में भी बहुत सारे चेंजेस आने हैं. It is preparing a detailed reply of unexplained foreign travel expenditure. Why 148 cannot be sustainable on that? It is writing everything about that. What are the enclosures? It is attaching everything for you. So it is detailed letter with regard to unexplained foreign expenditure. 148 issue. Now again, unexplained transaction in virtual digital asset. Unexplained transaction in virtual digital asset. One 48 on that issue. Unexplained transaction in virtual digital asset. Because people are investing too much in cryptocurrencies nowadays. The virtual digital asset are so popular in the country. So lot of 148 can you expect from on that issues? It is giving a detailed reply to you. Again, such a detailed reply. On every issue, it can generate reply for you. On every issue. One more I will show you. Now on the issue of bogus purchase and wrong input credit. Again, I am not reading. I am moving a little bit fast now. That is on wrong purchases and wrong input credit. On every issue, it will be ready for you. It is happy to serve you. It is virtual servant to you. It is a very faithful, very honest, very dedicated, very hardworking servant. It's upon you how better you can use it. How can you can take their services. On every issue, it can generate such a detailed and wonderful replies just in a few seconds. Now, after input X, wrong treatment of winning from online gamings. 148 on the ground. wrong reporting, wrong treatment of online games income. देखिए अगेन फिर कितना डिटेल रिप्लाई आपके लिए तैयार हो रहा है। 19 तरह के रिप्लाई सर मैंने आपको तैयार करके दे दिया अलग अलग तरह के। दो और करेंगे फिर वाणी को विराम देंगे सर। Now another very important point on which generally assessing authority fix the case for 148, that is huge turnover, very small net profit. Variation GP ratio you can say. On that issue, I am asking my GP to prepare the reply. Again, such a detailed reply, sir, on the issue low profit in comparison to high turnover. And last prompt today I will have to show is regarding to less GP rate as compared to industry. As compared to industry, sir. This is the last reply. Again, it is giving very detailed reply, quoting every possible reason for less GP rate in comparison to industry. So, what message I want to convey is in this technological era, if we tax professionals, whether we are chartered accountant or a tax advocate, if not used or not adopt technology in our practice, basically on assessment practice or audit practice or return filing practice, we will absolute from this world. हमें अपनी दुकान बंद करनी पड़ेगी. But if we ready to adopt, we want to make our best friend this technology, then I will assure you that your practice really increase manifold. 10 times, 20 times, 10x, 20x you can grow with just within a year. Or with the collaborative effort of we all professional, we can create a history. India can create a history to the world how this legal drafting work can excel, how this legal drafting can hamper the entire legal industry of the world. Getting my point? So this is the tool, which is called Income Tax Faceless Assessment GPT, which is developed by Bijgyan, which is the my own startup. I am co-founder of that company. So this GPT, by using this GPT, you can really excel your practice. The price of this GPT in beta version is very nominally kept for 1000 only. It is for just beta version. After that, it is in beta version. When we launch our uh, original subscription plan, till then it is only 1000 has been charged. Once it is paid, our original version has been launched, then we will launch a subscription plan, which is then a monthly subscription plan, and we will charge accordingly. So if you want to buy this GPT, please write down my number. You can send me WhatsApp on that number and can buy that. I'm writing my number in chat box. You can see in that I am speaking that my number is 9355371639. 9355371639. So I hope every participant has enjoyed this session, and you will got a lot of benefit from this session. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time on this valuable Sunday, because Sunday is a holiday and relaxed day. And if on that relaxed day you are learning something from me and you are devoting your valuable time for that, it is really salute from my side. So good evening, my dear friends. Good night.
रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर दी आपने?
जी सर, बंद कर दी.
हाँ सर, थैंक यू. इट वाज सच अ नाइस सेशन. मैं तो प्रोग्रामिंग करता हूँ चैट जीपीटी से. आई हैव डेवलप्ड मेनी वर्डप्रेस प्लगइन्स यूजिंग चैट जीपीटी विद द हेल्प ऑफ माय नॉलेज. मेरे जो प्रोग्रामिंग स्किल्स हैं उनका यूज करके मैंने बहुत सारे प्लगइन्स बनाए हैं, और मैंने अपने भी कुछ कुछ छोटे छोटे टूल्स बनाए हैं.
बहुत
बट
अच्छी बात.
इस तरह का आपने दिखाया, इस डायरेक्शन पे मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं. इट वाज सच अ नाइस सेशन. एंड पार्टिसिपेंट्स का तो ऐसा ही होता है, वीकेंड पे कोर्स वो जनरली आते नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज फुल टाइम, क्योंकि
सर हम अब ये देखें, एक मिनट मीटिंग एंड कर दूं हर पहले.
हाँ हाँ, इसको क्लोज करें.